The full story, biography, and powers of Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons. Daenerys Targaryen, also known as Daenerys Stormborn, Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, Breaker of Chains, and most famously, Mother of Dragons, is a central character from George R.R. Martin's fantasy saga A Song of Ice and Fire, and its television adaptation, Game of Thrones. She is the last confirmed living member of House Targaryen, the once powerful royal family that ruled the Seven Kingdoms of Westeros for nearly 300 years, before being overthrown during Robert's Rebellion. Daenerys was born during a massive storm on Dragonstone, just as her family was being hunted and exiled. Her mother, Queen Rhaella, died giving birth to her, and she was left in the care of her abusive older brother, Viserys Targaryen. The siblings fled to Essos, wandering from city to city, surviving on charity and Viserys' desperate hope of reclaiming the Iron Throne. At the start of her story, Daenerys is sold in marriage by her brother to Khal Drogo, a powerful Dothraki warlord, in exchange for an army to retake Westeros. Though initially fearful, Daenerys grows into her role as Khaleesi and discovers her inner strength. After Drogo's death and the tragic loss of her unborn son, Daenerys walks into the flames of his funeral pyre with 3 petrified dragon eggs gifted to her. Miraculously, she survives the fire unharmed and emerges with 3 newly hatched dragons, the first seen in the world in centuries. From there, Daenerys' journey becomes legendary. She travels across Essos, liberating cities such as Astapor, Yunkai, and Meereen, freeing thousands of slaves and earning her the title Breaker of Chains. Throughout her journey, she gathers loyal followers, including Jorah Mormont, Missandei, Grey Worm, and Tyrion Lannister. Her dream remains the same, to reclaim the Iron Throne and restore House Targaryen's rule in Westeros. Daenerys' arrival in Westeros marks a turning point in the series. She allies with Jon Snow, and together they fight the greater threat beyond the Wall, the White Walkers. However, her growing obsession with power and the Iron Throne gradually takes a darker turn. In the final stages of her story, Daenerys' ambition consumes her. After suffering betrayals and devastating losses, she unleashes her dragon, Drogon, upon King's Landing, burning the city and its innocent inhabitants. In the aftermath, Jon Snow confronts her. Heartbroken but seeing no other way, Jon kills Daenerys to prevent further destruction. Her dragon, Drogon, mourns her death and flies away with her body, leaving her ultimate fate shrouded in mystery. Early life, born on Dragonstone during a storm. Her family is overthrown, and she grows up in exile. Marriage to Khal Drogo, initially forced into marriage but grows into her leadership as Khaleesi. Birth of Dragons, walks into Drogo's funeral pyre, emerges unburnt with 3 dragons, Drogon, Rhaella, and Viserion. Liberator of slaves, conquers Astapor, Yunkai, and Meereen. Gains a reputation as a breaker of chains. Struggles with rule, faces rebellions, assassination attempts, and political intrigue in Meereen. Return to Westeros, forms alliances with Tyrion, Jon Snow, and others, battles the White Walkers and Cersei Lannister. Fall into madness, after great personal loss, she burns King's Landing, killing thousands. Death, killed by Jon Snow to stop her tyrannical rule. Drogon flies away with her body. Powers and abilities. Though Daenerys has no traditional magic powers in the way some characters do, she possesses several unique abilities and strengths. 1. Dragon Bond and Command. Daenerys shares an unparalleled psychic and emotional connection with her dragons, Drogon, Rhaella, and Viserion. She can command them to obey her, and they respond instinctively to her voice. 2. Immunity to fire, selective. In the Game of Thrones show, Daenerys is shown to have a unique resistance to fire. She survives multiple incidents where she walks through flames unscathed, most famously during the birth of her dragons. Note, in the books, this is portrayed as a one-time miraculous event rather than a consistent power. 3. Leadership and charisma. Daenerys is a natural leader, inspiring fierce loyalty from her followers. Her presence, beauty, and determination often attract powerful allies. 4. Military strategy and tactics. Throughout her journey, Daenerys becomes an adept military commander, leading successful campaigns and sieges across Essos and Westeros. 5. Political acumen. Though she struggles with politics at times, Daenerys learns to navigate complex political landscapes, relying on advisors such as Tyrion Lannister. 6. Multilingualism. Daenerys speaks several languages fluently, including Common Tongue, Westerosi, High Valyrian, and Dothraki. Signature ability, Command of Dragons. Daenerys's dragons are her greatest weapon. They can fly great distances, breathe fire powerful enough to destroy cities, armies, and fortifications, instill fear across entire continents. Daenerys Targaryen's story is one of ambition, hope, and tragedy. From a frightened exile to a queen with the might of dragons at her side, she becomes a symbol of freedom to many, but also a warning of what unchecked power can become. Her journey shows the thin line between hero and tyrant. She begins as a liberator, fighting for justice and compassion, but her obsession with destiny and her unwavering belief in her righteousness ultimately lead her down a dark, destructive path. Daenerys is not simply a villain or a hero. She is both flawed, passionate, and ultimately human. In the end, her legacy is a bittersweet reminder. Power can build, but it can also destroy. And even the noblest dreams can turn to ash. She will forever be remembered as the Mother of Dragons, a name that still echoes across the world of ice and fire. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary character stories.